Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. The 2014 Nissan Altima. And we're going to start behind the wheel right here. You can obviously use remote start to start the car from inside your house, and then lock and unlock like a traditional clicker. And I like the little, you see the little dimples right there that are on either side of the unlock icon. That lets you feel for the buttons right there, so you know what button is the unlock icon in case you want to unlock it in your pocket without taking it out. About a 2-second delay on the trunk release. The same for the panic alarm. Whenever you activate the panic alarm, all you need to do is hit lock or unlock to deactivate it. Your key fob right here, there is a little tab right here that presses down, and then you can just pull the physical key out of the key fob there. This will never be used to start the car. This is only used in the event that the battery in the key fob dies. You can unlock it with unlock the door here, at which point you would need to get into the car and put this up by the start button really close, and there's still enough juice for the car to sense the key fob and allow it to start, at which point you would need to have the battery in this replaced. Source right here on the top left allows you to pick the source of audio. You have XM radio, you have FM, AM, CD, auxiliary, and you of course can stream Bluetooth from your Bluetooth compatible device. You can enter is used for several different features here, and I'll show you that in just a second. Your pages icon right here allows you to use to make setting changes up on the multi-information display between the tachometer and the speedometer. We'll go over that in just a second. Your back button, whenever you get into a menu using your pages icon here, you can use the back button once you're finished making your changes. Steering wheel volume control right here, up and down. Then right here is your cruise control. You can cancel it there. Accelerate and resume is up. Coast and set is down. And on and off, obvious what that is. That cuts the cruise on. That sets it at the desired speed. Once you're cruising, you can speed up, you can slow down, you can cut the system off. Bluetooth voice commands, and this essentially hangs up your phone once you're out of a conversation. Okay, now I'm going to use the icons or the buttons on the steering wheel mainly on the left side when I'm going over these features that are in the multi-information display between your tachometer and your speedometer. So on the left side where it says enter, I'm going to move up and down, and I'm also going to push the pages button. I just hit the pages button right there. Shows you your tire pressure. And you can see the little menu up at the top, the different icons. So that's music, compass, no warnings, allows you to change your settings, that your radar cruise control, that's also just gives you warnings of while you're driving what's going on around the car. Fuel economy settings, average and everything. How many miles you have left on the tank, or actually how many miles have been driven since the car was filled up. Audio off. I'm going to cut it on here. And so now this allows me to see without having to look away to the right down at the radio. It allows me to see what's going on with the radio, and I can then use the up and down button on the left, the toggle, to scroll through my preset FM stations. So that's a good thing. Just hit the pages icon again, goes to the compass, no warnings, back to settings. Now settings gets a little bit more detailed. Driver assistance are going to be things like driving aids, lane departure warning, and blind spot monitor. And again, I'm using the inner toggle on the left side of the steering wheel to move up and down. There's lane departure warning, and you can push the toggle in to activate or to make selections. So I just cut lane departure warning back on. I just hit the back arrow Scroll down to blind spot, hit enter to select. There's blind spot warning. I want to leave all those on. I love those safety features. All right, let's go back to parking aids. Moving object on. Whenever you put the vehicle in reverse, you can see on your backup camera it says MOD, moving object detection, and that will let you know if there's someone near the car that you need to be aware of. So I recommend going here and really looking around the settings that you want to customize. This is essentially how you put your fingerprint in your vehicle to make it work exactly the way you want it to work. I just pressed on the right side of the steering wheel, and you see the cruise icon pop up right there. Just hit it again, on off. So once you see the cruise icon pop up, I can then use the toggle on the right side and push that down, and if we were driving right now and the cruise control would take over, I can hit cancel, and that would actually temporarily deactivate the cruise control. It would not cut it off. The only way to cut it off is to hit the on off button again. Over on the left side, underneath the air vent on the driver's side, I'm hitting the brightness level, the gauge brightness. So I can adjust that there. And then right beside that to the right is trip reset. You can see there at the bottom, it says trip A, trip B. And I can hit it and hold it in, and it will take it right back to 0. Okay, in your center cluster here, down below is your climate control system. Pretty self-explanatory here. Dual zone climate control. To activate dual, I just push that in. You see the little amber light pop up, and you can control that side there to whatever degree you wish. You don't actually have to hit that to activate dual. You can just turn it, and it will automatically do it if you want to. Essentially, what that button is for is to deactivate dual. And then I have control of the cabin temperature, both sides, with this dial here. Auto right there, whenever I push that, it's going to make the car 60 degrees. So this button works to put the cabin temperature at whatever readout is right here. Watch. You notice whenever I press the fan speed down, it deactivated dual because I took over it manually. That's what auto is. On off cuts the system on and off. Mode, it changes the fan direction. You see the icon here? So it's going to change the fan direction. Recirculate is here, and fresh air is here. Recirculate is good to use in the summertime. It almost gives you an extra fan speed. It simply recirculates the air inside the cabin. This is good to use. Fresh air is always good to use if it's cold outside or if it's raining. If it's like foggy and there's a lot of humidity in the air, you want to hit that button, and that will make the condensation go away on your windows. The buttons over here on the left are defrost. That's for the top one is for the windshield. Bottom one is for the rear glass. Down here in front of the cup holder, you have a USB port, auxiliary port, and a 12-volt, 120-watt lighter adapter, all for power. You have a little bit of storage down here to where you can put your cell phone if you want to. Front seats are heated. 2 level heated seats, high and low. Driver side, passenger side, a little bit of storage here. Then you have 2 cup holders right here to the right of the gear shifter. For audio and infotainment, Sirius XM Traffic that will show you real-time traffic conditions. But my apps here is you can link all of these applications right with the car with your linkable cell phone if it's compatible, and you can access these all right here in the car, in a way using your cell phone as a modem. Really neat feature. We'll hit back, settings, and this allows you to Specify the settings that you want to use to make your car yours. Put your fingerprint in your car, essentially. Speed, these are kind of obvious what they are. Different settings for audio. Speed sensitive volume. This will adjust the radio up and down according to speed. Auxiliary volume. Makes it so what's playing out of the auxiliary port is compatible with the volume in the stereo. Navigation settings. Phone and Bluetooth. I like this. Replace connected device. That's if you get a new cell phone and you don't want to have to rename everything. You can just hit replace and it'll connect with the new one and kick out the old one. Voice commands. And then you can go here within specific areas. In other words, phone, navigation. So what are the voice commands that you have available in these different areas? So in navigation, you can say these different voice recognition prompts. Phone, you can say all of these. Pretty neat stuff. And then here is your phone. This is like a shortcut. I can connect to my phone if I wanted to do that. And then this allows me to use quickly put it on nighttime or daytime mode or auto. XM, FM, and AM. And you can see right here whenever I pressed FM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are presets. CD, auxiliary. That pulls power from the auxiliary port we saw just a minute ago. Navigation. This is how I used my navigation system. So if I want to go somewhere and I know the address, if it's 123 Main Street, I simply do this and I go through the process of entering in the necessary information. Points of interest. This is really, really neat. It will automatically just pull up nearby restaurants. Boom, right there. Tells you what it is, tells you how far away it is, and the direction. And then if I hit that, it tells me the information for the establishment. And if I had my Bluetooth phone hooked up, there would be a button right here that would say call. I could, at that point, obviously call them. Or I can hit start, and it will just go to it. And once I put it in reverse, I can hit this and change the camera angle. You see the blue icon here that says MOD, that's moving object detection. And this is right here, this is more of a close straight out view. You can see by the icon here. I can hit there, and that's more of a fisheye view, much greater field of view. You can see the bumper there. And then right here is red, yellow, and green. This just tells you you're good. You're good if you're backing up to an object here. Be careful. If you get to the red, you better stop. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope this has helped you understand your Altima a little bit better. Also, remember to subscribe. Remember to thumbs up all my videos if you can. I sure do appreciate you watching, and have a great day, everybody.